Hey guys, it's Divine Arrow here with
Divine Ranger.
and we're going to be raiding Solitude today.
And I'm eating a bowl of rice shacks.
And playing Skyrim and owning with Faendal.
Right.
Alright, so one of the first things we like to do is we always like to dress up as another guard. And just kind of annoy the crap out of the guards. Like this, I'm a Riften, and he's a Solitude.
It's just confusion and trolling, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, you want to map out the area of where you're raiding, because if you don't, you're probably not going to get a good idea of what it looks like, and therefore you're probably going to get murdered in about 2 seconds. Like, and you always try to use Unrelenting Force around a hill, because it kills a lot of them. Like that, going down the stairs, that took off a lot of their health, and that's later going to help me kill them a lot easier than having all their health, basically. Now, you always try to get, like, not too narrow of a bridge, but you always try to get a narrow bridge, so not a lot of them can fit on it, so not all of them can attack you at the same time, unless they have the throwing arrows out. Like this, it's not like a fat bridge, but it's not small little bridge either, really. And another thing, you want to try to get the guards one-on-one, because they're easier than fighting all of the guard at one time. It's easier just to fight one.
It also is a lot less fun.
Yeah, it is less fun, but
See, like this.
that's fun right there.
That's epic.
Now they just fall down. They usually just break their necks, or they look like they're having an exorcism.
Paranormal Activity 3.
Yep, Paranormal Activity 3. You'll see that later. There's a guy, and his back kind of got messed up from Fosu Dawing too much. Now, another thing about Solitude is, if you're in the Bard's College, and the guards start attacking you, everybody from that Bard's College, they'll go ahead and start attacking the guard. Now, the reason they aren't helping me right now, well, first of all, they're all dead except for Biarmo, and second of all, I attacked them, they didn't attack me, so it's a lot easier. And this is another thing about Solitude is, you can, it's this little hill right here, right before you go up into this big area right here. It's like a little hill, and if you use Unrelenting Force on them, they'll generally die or lose all of their health. Like, the guy just pushed over the wall, fell straight on his head, he died. And these two guys literally have 2 or 3 hits left before I have to kill them. Now the reason I take off all their clothes and stuff is because it helps me keep track of how many I've killed, first of all, and second, it just humiliates them, and it shows that I have no mercy towards the guards. But even though it doesn't really matter, I just like role playing. It makes it a lot more fun. Now, if you hate Imperials, this is a good city to raid. They're all Imperial. They're all Imperial guards. And another really fun one to raid, probably the funnest, is probably Morkarth, because there's that giant hill and there's a guard tower, and it's pretty good. And then there's the third guard I basically kill. Now another thing is you don't want to attack main characters like Jerry Ra. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, or some of the other people, because they will they can't die, and the reason they can't die is because of the main quest. So they just keep attacking you, and it's kind of hard to keep up. And they chase you. They chase you for miles after you've left, and it's kind of hard to fast travel with them right on your ass. Another thing is, wherever the guard tower is, guards generally spawn there after you kill most of them or all of them. And in Markarth it's 4 to 8, and in Solitude it's 4 to 6, I think. And so you want to watch out if you have no health or little health, and you have no magicka or any more healing potions. You want to watch out for those areas, because you will get murdered by those guards, and they will humiliate the crap out of you if they do a 300 move and you fall off the side of a mountain. It's a true story. So like I said, don't attack the main characters because they're hard. Now another thing is the Penitus Oculatus. They will not attack if you attack the guard, unless it's right in front of them. Like, they were peaceful, they were just standing there, and then I attacked them, and that's when they got hostile. But they generally won't get hostile unless you attack them. So it's kind of a cool thing to like. It's less guards, you gotta kill that one time. Now, if you want a real challenge, you just attack one of them, and you attack all the Solitude guards and all the villagers, and that's gonna be a real battle. That was an example of humiliation right there. And then, like I said, you want to find a steep hill or something, because I just killed all 3 of those guys, and they pretty much got owned.
I've entered with a plate of corn dogs
and playing Xbox at the same time.
Well,
now, it's like I said, you don't want to go by the guard tower. Luckily, I have full health. I know kind of what to do. Like right here. Well, this is an example of humiliation. Me and my friend Divine Ranger, we found this glitch apparently where we were trying to throw him off the side, and it looks like he's humping the wall. So we just kind of left him there. And like I said, the guard tower, they spawn. And there's an example of 2 more guys spawning. 3 actually. Now this is probably the worst Fusho Da in the world. That is probably the worst example of pushing him off the side I've ever seen. Isn't that right, Divine Ranger?
that is right.
Now, okay, so if you have flame Achinoch, you kind of want to, you should use that definitely if you're getting in trouble, because they'll distract the guards, and it can help you get guards one-on-one. If if it's like a low health guard, or I mean, you just need to get away and just fight one so there's less. It's kind of a good way to lose a trail. Also right here is like, this is an example of mapping out the area beforehand, because I kind of knew an easy place to where I could Fusho Da off the side and easily kill the other guard. Easily. And just make sure you don't fall off the roof, because you're most likely gonna die. Like, now,
You have to make a pro on.
now here's an example of the exorcism right here. Look at that.
That is actually Paranormal Activity 3.
This is the worst. That's probably the worst backbreaking moment in history of Skyrim. and our raiding time. And here's more humiliation. Just hold him off the side, naked, well, basically almost naked, and just throw him off. And teabag. And one thing I like to do is I'll usually just kill a whole bunch of people, and I'll pile them up in a pile, and whoever walks through the pile, I kill, unless I know it's a main character, and I just kind of leave them alone. But if it's like a regular villager, I'll usually just kill him. Just raiding some more. Now you don't want to take their weapons unless your carrying capacity is pretty much like 1,000, because those are a lot of weight. Definitely the guards' weapons. And they'll cause you to take less items from guards basically, and villagers or people you kill. And this is gonna be the story about how when I first got to Solitude, is I saw the guy getting chop blocked on like I did in Helgen, and I felt bad because I just got the game that day, and I had no idea who Ulfric Stormcloak was. I didn't know who Toreg was, the guy that he murdered. I didn't know who Stormcloaks were. I didn't know who Imperials were. I really didn't know anything. And then later in the game, I had to start a new one because I apparently glitched mine and got stuck in this one area. And I found out the next game what it was, and I started killing that. I was trying to go up there and save him. Well, the guy that was cutting off his head, I ran up there, and I was going to hit him, and he actually chopped down and ended up chopping me and the guy that he was executing. He chopped both of their heads off. So it's kind of another reason why I hate the Imperials. I really hate them. Yeah, like that, I can't run anymore. Just gotta kind of drop some stuff. And more people. So, well, this is basically the raid of Solitude. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys subscribe.